an overview of the spindle sander. We have a large work table and we have the spindle. And the spindle is just a circular drum or cylinder that has this sandpaper-like material, just like the disc sander, only it's wrapped around a cylinder now. We have several sizes of spindles, as you can see, and we would want to change those out depending on the size of the curve that you have. The bigger the radius of the curve, the larger the spindle that you'd want to use. The orange piece is called the throat plate, and depending on what size spindle you'd have, you'd want to change out that throat plate. They are located on the left side of the machine, and you can see we have a smaller throat plate in the front. If we were using one of our 3 smaller spindles, we would want to use a smaller throat plate. We also have larger spindles and larger throat plates that go along with them. So I'm going to take off our spare spindles, and we'll turn the machine on so we can get an idea of what it can do. The on-off switch is located underneath the work table in the front. Obviously, you push the green button to start, and as long as you hit anywhere on this red paddle, it'll turn the machine off. Not only is this going to spin, but it's going to move up and down, which is why sometimes it's called an oscillating spindle sander, and that's going to prevent you from using one section of the spindle for too long, because we know from the disc sander, if we leave something in contact with the sander for too long, we run the risk of creating excess heat from friction, and we could burn the material. So we turn the machine on, and you can see the type of movement that you get, and we turn the machine off. Now this has what's called a motor brake. So the motor itself is actually going to try to spin in reverse, and that's what's going to brake the spindle. There is no manual brake on here, it's going to automatically shut off for you. So that is an overview of the spindle sander.